So I'm going to try and take control of my body and revert back to my elven form at this point.
Okay. You make really gross bone-cracking sounds as you reshape yourself.
Whoa, whoa.
Thorin honks to the ground, taking 1 damage.
Damn it!
I assumed you guys were already off if you were going to be performing life-saving surgery. I have no idea what happened there, but I'm gonna gaze over to Tobias with like a knowing glance, like, you knew it was me. Like, I
trust
you.
I like raise a hand and seesaw, and it's like, I was relatively certain that it was you. I'm really glad it was, or that would not have worked nearly as well as I hoped.
It's like 3 days later, we're just like, alright, turn back into a human, come on! Lying dead in the forest.
I think I like the mental image more of you put Thorin on the back of the bear, and then the bear just runs into the night and just goes for it. It's just Thorin is just never seen again.
It's like when people get into the wrong taxi, like, and the actual druid comes up and it's just like gestures together on his back, like, oh, we fucked up.
Alright, so who else was it? Carlius? You had a huge gaping neck injury, didn't you?
Like massive hole in my neck. I'm just like,
okay, I'm gonna like,
it's only a scratch.
Luckily for you, you missed an artery, so you're not bleeding.
Oh. Can I work my medicine on that to try and like suture the wound, get it back up to a bit more of a respectable condition?
Sure.
I'm going to be using Bardic Inspiration for this as well.
Roll your medicine at advantage.
And that's plus D4?
Yes.
Okay.
So, D6 rather.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah, I should probably toke up and get some guidance before I do this as well.
Wow.
That wasn't good.
It's better than a 0.
Yeah.
Too true.
Yeah.
So you actually quite expertly sew the wound together, and Carlius, you actually regain 1 hit point.
Well, hey, I am now on 3.
I'm actually relatively uninjured.
That's great.
We are so glad to hear that, Aiden. So fucking glad.
What are you guys complaining about? I'm fine.
I'm pretty sure I lost like 3 feet of intestine.
So, yeah, there it is, coming out the bottom of your pants.
Okay, so, what the heck do we do now?
I need to rest so I can learn some healing spells, and then I'm just gonna cast like 8 just on myself.
We should probably, like, move to a different position and make an effort to cover our tracks, because I don't think the sprinting bear was super duper stealthy, no offense. Fendia.
My family lives in Archerton. If we can make it there, we can probably find a place to stay.
But can we make it there in this condition?
What are you talking about? I'm fine.
I don't know, but my father is a smith and my mother is a cleric. If there's anywhere to go, it's there.
How close are we to Archerton? Because, like, we can either try and make it there now, or we can find a place to rest up and then try and get there. Either way, we should probably head there so we can re-equip, because pretty much all of us are missing stuff.
Should I just delete my inventory? Because all I got is my mace, my shield, and my spell focus.
Just make a note of what you're missing.
Theme! Sorry.
Just make a note of what you're missing.
I can just make it in one line. It's like everything.
Yeah.
Except maybe the dagger and the rapier. Oh, and the armor. That's it.
I took a screenshot. Oh, I should actually delete my dagger though, because it was thrown by Carlius into the night.
Was it though?
Yeah, by Tobias.
Oh, you've still got it. You've still got my dagger.
Tobias threw your dagger.
No, that was my dagger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Carlius never threw it.
That's gone now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I was going to say I never threw one.
Okay, cool. Man, I feel so at peace listening to this soundtrack.
Yeah,
Filing,
as you guys
filing.
sort of run off into the night, it becomes much more tranquil.
Did anyone catch the name of that, the leader of that party?
Cecilia.
Cecilia. Okay.
I'm gonna fucking etch that name on the head of my warhammer. It's like writing down the name of writing down someone's name on a bullet.
I was really tempted to shoot that guy in the throat before I ran. Just see how he likes it.
I think it was a chick.
No, it was a dude that cut Carlius' throat, wasn't it?
Wasn't the
Cecilia did. I just
Okay.
forgot it was Cecilia. My bad.
That bitch.
dagger lady?
Never trust a Cecilia.
Never trust anybody who is proficient in daggers.
Yeah, that's true.
So that most of us.
Yeah.
How about daggers their weapon of choice, rather?
Either rogue warily.
Yeah.
The rogue points at his formerly gaping neck. He's like, I'm the least of your worries, buddy.
He's coming right at us! I loosen her.
I wonder if it's the same as like trying to eat bacon when you get sick. If Carlius will just never be able to touch a dagger again.
So, we lost all the uniforms.
Yeah, there goes that plan.
Alright.
All I've got on me is my armor, my wand, and a pack with, like, most of my books.
Good thing someone got a bunch of venison.
We're not gonna starve.
You still have the forged pass that we can use to get across the.
Yeah.
Hopefully?
Like, it's not... Like, I just copied it down into one of my notebooks. It isn't like, I'd need to, like, tear out a page and do another reproduction of it, but
You still
I
have.
can
the note,
do
right?
that. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Just don't have any weapons, or my flute, or rope, or rations, or my tent anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna give everyone 2 rations each.
Thanks. I'll dig in, like, immediately.
I don't know if I'm physically able to eat food right now.
That makes me as well. I don't think I can.
I love the idea that Carlius tries to chew up some food. And
Just falls out.
And then he's like, one head bowed, just like, aw, it tasted yummy. I can't eat it, dies.
Thank you for the XP, Mr. Dungeon Master.
Duncan,
Thank you.
I think we're really close to level 3 too.
It's 900, I
no.
think.
Oh, okay.
If we're close to level 3, dude, I'm barely even level 2 right now.
Wait, what?
Well, we overshot level 2 by quite
We're
a bit.
495 experience
Oh
now.
no,
Yeah.
I know that, but it's like I haven't actually been able to be level 2 yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, we need to rest. We need to rest.
Yeah,
How much XP we're in, sorry?
495.
Sweet.
Well, I'm gonna go straight back up a tree.
We should
Can we-
move first.
Yeah,
There was a
we should
sprinting bear that
move.
carried us here.
Yeah.
And all these deep bear tracks and whatnot.
Yep.
I'm gonna like put an arm over the druid and just be like, I can't fucking walk. I need some help.
I'll give you
I'll help you as well.
all the assistance you need. I'll also... Can I try and find like a walking stick?
Yeah. Just tons in the underbrush.
Alright, I'm gonna try and like fashion one that's really comfortable for you. Can I use survival to try and hide our tracks as well, as we try and find a more secure resting spot?
You can try. Roll survival.
Okay. Okay, I'll roll survival and I'll use guidance for this as well.
That's pretty
Nice.
good. So, are you covering your tracks starting from now, or are you going back a bit and then coming up?
I'm gonna try and like set some false trails from where the bear tracks end.
Oh,
So
that's
like have a few different tangents that they could follow, and makes it seem like perhaps we split off in different directions. They might not know where to head.
Okay. Alright. You do that.
And just while everybody's doing that, I'm going to be going up into the tree, just making a cursory remark about how I am not going to be on guard duty tonight. Fuck you guys. I'm up in that tree.
You're very welcome for saving the shit out of you, by the way. That cost me my spleen doing that.
I am most grateful for you saving me. I'm not grateful for doing any kind of guard work, though. Just clarifying.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Well, I can take first watch, seeing as I'm barely hurt.
We probably only need like one watch. Like it was 1 o'clock or something when we got ambushed.
Yeah, but we didn't even go to bed till like midnight.
Yeah.
We got like 1 hour's sleep, basically.
Which is a short rest. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to start over.
We can split it up. Like, I only need 4 hours of rest, and I've already had 1, so I can afford to do like half of the total watch until sunrise.
Well, you could probably take like the whole watch and just because you're still aware while you're meditating, right?
Yeah. So, effectively, what does that mean for my perception rolls, Mr. Dungeon Master?
Seeing as you're able to wear your armor and everything, I guess I'll just do it normal. Just normal perception rolls if you're meditating with being on watch in mind.
Okay, sounds good. Alright, everyone, get some rest. I'll handle this.
I just like slump against a tree and immediately fall asleep.
Yeah, I'm so done.
I hug Tobias like to my chest like a teddy bear.
I hug you back in my sleep.
Ooh la la.
As fun DR, could you roll a perception for me?
Oh no.
The same mercenaries attack us. Oh.
How could this happen?
I'll change my name back.
You, in the middle of your meditation, you don't even hear anything and you feel a prod on your shoulder. As you open your eyes and you look to your right, an owl stands atop your shoulder.
Oh, thank God.
It's pure white, its eyes are slightly yellow. It has cat-like eyes as well.
Alright, I'm gonna get a change of underwear first and speak with animals as a ritual.
Alright. So you sort of stroke the head of the owl into the night, it doesn't move. And after a little while, as it sort of coos, you feel yourself connected to it and you're able to speak.
I've had a rough night. How about you?
I catched a rat. It was yum.
I'm glad to hear that.
I love the bird voice.
Do you have seeds?
I don't have seeds, but I do have some meat. Would you like some meat?
Yes, more meat.
Towards Carlius's open throat.
No. I dig out some of the venison and offer him a treat.
It only pecks a little bit of it. It doesn't like consume the whole thing or anything like that. It pecks a few of it, then as it's eating its venison, its head turns 180 degrees looking at you and just coos again. Thank you.
So, have you seen anything interesting tonight?
Yes. There were many people fighting. A great dark beast was in there too. It smelled of a bear. But another one that I've not seen in my life before.
Can I try and channel just a fraction of the bear spirit's energy to try and mimic the musk that I had as a bear?
Oh yeah, totally. You do that. And as it sort of wafts over to it, it turns its body facing you like a tank, and it ruffles its feathers and shakes its head. Ah, that's the smell.
Yes, that was us.
But there
had a
was
bit of
another that smelled different, more smelly, not natural.
Another dark beast?
Much larger than you.
Okay. Who did the Dark Beast fight?
It fought no one. It fought only its hunger. It ate a deer, then 2 others.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
okay. This does not put my heart at ease. Now I gotta fight horrific, shadowy monsters as well. Okay. I pet the owl gently
Good.
and would you like to follow us, perhaps? We can give you more treats.
And it just ruffles its feathers again. It sort of hops on the floor a few times.
Wonderful. You know what we look like, but I'm gonna try and I'm not sure if owls have a very strong sense of smell, but I guess it recognized the smell of me before.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try and like offer him a bit of a scent of me as a wood elf as well. Like, do you think he could follow me as well? Accompany us?
I follow.
To give you more treats?
I eat prey. I track very well.
That's very handy. Thank you. Should I give it a name? Like, they wouldn't have a name.
Are you asking me or are you asking it?
No, I'm asking myself more, actually. Okay, I won't bother giving it a name for the time being. It's just our friendly owl companion.
Okay. It sort of
Alright.
just soars off into the night very silently. It perches on top of a tree as the night continues on.
Excellent. Alright, I'll continue meditating.
And most of the night goes on without any more disturbance, and everyone wakes up in the morning, refilled with health and refilled with all your spell slots if you expended any.
Oh,
Woohoo!
God.
And properly level 2 at last.
My mouse has completely stopped working.
Yeah, it got eaten by the owl.
Oh. Slow clap.
One moment while I crawl underneath my computer and try and fix this.
Is Kalius still kind of fucked up?
No, he's got the stitching stuff. It's forming a nice scar now.
Excellent.
That's
And-
gnarly.
Just confirming, I still heal up all health points, yeah?
Yep.
Excellent.
It's a kind of scar that gives you fuckload the character.
Oh, it does, yeah.
Across the throat as well.
Yeah. Like,
Tell the story.
Johnny Depp in Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah. Wait, was he in that?
Brad Pitt, sorry.
Yeah, I was like, hold on, wait, what?
Okie doke. Now it's
I always get those two mixed up for some reason.
It's weird.
Yeah, I know.
It's nice to have spell slots again.
In the morning, as you guys are doing your morning routine, you see off in the distance of where you had run away from, you just see smoke sort of hanging in the air like it's black, so it's a current fire.
I really hope they didn't kill the guys who owed us a favor.
Hmm.
Well, they were
Did we get a good look? Yeah.
Yeah, they were Vestergaardians. Sorry if I didn't say that.
Okay.
Do
what-
I... Would
Sorry,
I
you go.
know... Alright. Would I know if they took kindly to those defeated and captured in battle? Because I assume not.
So far in all of your dealings with them, you know that they don't just execute prisoners for no reason.
Okay.
And
This is
they
pretty shady fucks.
they
though.
very rarely just kill women and children for the fun of it, and they also don't touch. Like,
Very rarely.
they also they also tend to not touch like sacred, statues or whatnot.
Fuck, I should just flaunt the fact that I'm a cleric and a holy man. I'd be like, hey, I'm fucking Switzerland and all this.
Wrong god,
Community.
motherfucker.
I just realized I don't have my bow anymore. Can I? Okay, I'm gonna spend this morning.
What happens to you? What happens to your armor when you transform?
It can merge with my form, so I still have my armor, but
just
like,
not your
I didn't
weapon.
pick up my bow.
Alright,
Yeah, my bow's gone. So
I
can I spend the morning using woodcarver's tools to craft a new longbow?
Yes, roll it for me.
Can I help? Can I use the help action?
Yep. Then roll it at advantage.
Much appreciated. I'll also spend a lot of time smoking on some guidance to help me.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Whoa.
Nice. So you sort of take a few tokes and you enter your trance, and you look around for the most supple wood that you can find, and you come up with like a bowstring, and over the course of an hour you string up together a new bow made of yew, like Y-E-W, not U.
Yeah. Like,
Behold the flesh bow.
Guys, if I can... I'm actually not too worried about losing my gear, because I can just magically reforge any metal I find. If we can find spare weapons, or we find like a vein of iron, I can just create another set of smithing tools, or just create more armor for us. So
If we can get to Archerton,
exactly, we just need raw materials, and I can gear us up to the eyeballs again.
can I spend while Esfandia is making his bow, spend an hour to get the most official looking bit of paper I've got in my pack, and I'll like make a copy of the papers that we found before.
Sure. Do you have like the tool for it?
I've got a scholar's pack and a diplomat's pack. Sure, there's something in there I could use.
Let me see. I think last time you rolled deception for it, right? So
I think so.
roll
yeah.
deception at advantage because you actually have a copy of it.
Deception.
Could you note this number down for me?
17.
Mm-hmm. For your forged trader permit. Is there anyone else who wants to do something in this hour?
I want to... Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm helping Esfandia. Never mind.
Can I, like, in the middle of making my bow, as I'm, like, strolling around looking for the best wood, like, blow smoke on Jack, just to, like, help out the process?
Isn't Jack in your own tent? I mean, like, are you walking with him? Or are you just sort of sitting down?
No, I'm just kind of, like, I'm strolling around, like, you know, very casually looking for the most optimal wood for my longbow.
Well, as you stroll around, you sort of come back to Jack every few minutes. You come back to Tobias every few minutes to blow smoke in his face.
Hey, man, you want some later?
Like, take a moment whenever he comes back to, like, give him a distracted thumbs up and then keep copying.
It'd be so weird to a casual observer, just like, you see someone blowing smoke in the guy's face, and he's like, "Oh, thank you."
I'm trying to give you guidance, Jack.
Like, I know what you're doing. I'm just really distracted. It's like vague thumbs up direction.
Excuse me, Sir Ranger. Are you there?
Yes.
While I am helping our druid forge himself a new weapon, would you be able to scout out the surrounding area and hopefully find me some raw materials to work with, so we're not caught with our pants down, so to speak? And as I say
Yes,
this,
I can.
I'm going to reach out and I'm going to bless his bow.
Sweet.
Whoa.
Okay, then I guess everyone's ready, yeah?
Sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna scout around, look for
Then I
just anything useful.
Right.
Whether it's the Thorin or whether it's like useful plants or whatever.
Then I guess everyone.
And that makes two of us, because I'm just going to have a look around and see if I find any loose daggers, weapons, anything of the sort that, like Aiden says, might be useful.
Yeah, I just need metal. Just raw metal.
But I'll be doing that as well, just to give a helping hand. So, perception...
So who's going out to scout for these things again? So Longshore
Me and
and
Carlos.
Carlius. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, roll survival or nature for Carlius.
Survival or nature?
Or perception, seeing as you're looking
I
for
was going to
loose.
say, yeah. Come on. Well, hey.
Nice.
Oh, well, that's cool. So as Carlius sort of strolls through the forest of Longshore, what were you looking for again?
Just anything useful.
Okay. Kalius and Longshore, you guys come across a dead body lying at the foot of a tree. It seems quite decomposed, and he is hugging onto a small backpack.
Oh,
I poke him with a stick.
Maggots crawl out of its eye sockets.
Oh.
Well, Callius, this is all you, buddy.
yep. I
climb up the nearest tree.
okay. So I pick up the. I'm assuming the bag itself isn't maggot infested or anything like that.
No, not yet. Roll strength.
So I'll pick up the bag. Oh, roll strength.
Yep.
Shit. Well, I am fucked.
I'm really hoping that, like, you know how corpses bloat with gas? Like, as he disturbs it to get the bag, it just explodes maggots and disgusting shit all over
Like a
it.
whale?
So as you pull out the backpack, it's like post-mortem state. Its arms are still rigid, and you sort of yank it hard, and you hear the arms crack and creak. The forearms fall off, and just this white goo sort of comes out. And now you have the pack in your hands.
Excellent.
Goo free.
Most excellent. I have. Oh, actually, I check for traps on the bag.
Roll perception.
You can never be too careful.
Hey, I'm a rogue. It's the one thing I should be good at. So.
Nice roll. So as you sort of hold the backpack up with its topmost strap and you spin it around, you notice a single wire that runs along the side of it and goes deep into the pack.
Of course I do. Dirty bastards.
That was really unexpected.
You're a rogue, right?
Yep.
So you would know that this wire leads to... it's sort of like an ignition source when you open the pack, and it's like a fuse that goes into the pack. You don't know what's inside though. You don't know what it leads to.
I disable the fuck out of that wire.
Sure, roll Thieves' Tools at advantage.
At advantage. Excellent. Well, hey.
Nice.
I can just imagine everyone back at camp hearing this explosion. It's like, well, well, bugger.
So you
This Kylus' head lands in the middle.
you set the pack down and you cross your legs with it in between you, and you just take out your thieves' tools with a set of forceps and pliers. You grab onto the wire and you cut it. Nothing happens.
Awesome. I now... Is that the only wire I see?
That is the only wire.
I open it up.
Yep. You open it up, and as the top of the pack opens up, the wire pulls up a small box. It's not opened. Underneath the box, however, you find 4 rubies.
Ooh.
I'll just type that up.
Nice.
Actually, given he's looking for equipment and stuff, I'm gonna just keep foraging until I find enough food for everyone.
Alright. You rolled a 17 before, alright, cool. So as you're looking around the forest floor, you manage to come across a few berry bushes.
Sweet.
These berries seem quite fat and juicy.
Nice. Is there enough to, like, for everyone to eat?
You come up with about 7 rations full of it. Assume you can carry it all.
Oh shit. Oh well, I still have all of my stuff, so like
okay.
backpack and everything.
Gotcha. That's cool.
I actually have an empty quiver I can pour them all into.
Do you mind if you roll nature for me as well?
I do mind.
The berries are poison.
Yeah. Do we actually know if they're edible?
I keep losing my character sheet now that they're all there.
I usually have it popped out and put it on a different screen.
I'm on my projector.
Oh.
Yikes.
All you know is that these berries were once called boozeberries.
Boozeberries.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, I found breakfast. Here, have some.
I politely decline at this point because after the events of last night, I'm decidedly not hungry.
Right, I go back to camp. Like, hey everyone, I found food. Hey, what's up?
Can I have a look at these quote-unquote gooseberries and give it a
No,
look?
just shut up and eat them.
Before I smack them back straight in my mouth, I'm gonna see if I recognize them.
Sure, you roll nature or survival, whichever one.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm like
cool.
distractedly reaching for one as I continue.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm reaching for one too. I don't know any better.
So, as Fundiar, hold on.
How much would each ration weigh?
0.7 lbs for the rations. The backpack would be weighing 5 lbs for Kalias.
Thank you.
LBS.
Pounds.
And as Fundiar, you know that these boozeberries contain a high concentration of ethanol,
Ether.
whatever it might be.
Ethanol.
Yeah, so you, in able to safely ingest it, you need to mix it with hot water.
Or you could just get super drunk.
Yeah, to the point of death.
Oh
I was gonna
shit.
say, I'm pretty sure just eating berries full of ethanol is the same as just, like eating a Tide Pod.
Like slowly bring them to my mouth as I copy down.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I'm gonna like call out to the entire camp. Hold up! We gotta boil these berries first.
I
spit
look
out
over
my-
at you, my mouth's
I
my face smeared with blueberry juice.
I immediately spit out the berry that I was chewing.
So who has actually chewed it?
Me.
I have not.
I chewed it, but I didn't swallow it. It's just in my mouth.
Both of you
Can I rinse my
roll.
mouth out with water?
Both of you roll Constitution. Save.
Oh no!
Longshot, you were in a tree, weren't you?
No, I came down to get
Okay.
Oh, I really wanted you to just fall out.
So Thorin, as soon as you chew it and the juices assault your senses, your vision immediately goes hazy and you stumble around on your feet. Longshore, you pass out.
What the fuck did you give me?
Longshore, you immediately pass out and your face plant the floor. You sort of convulse very lightly as well.
Oh my
Oh
fucking
shit. Oh shit.
lord. I'm gonna go over to him, and because I myself am not in a right frame of mind, I'm like, he's dying! He's dying! And I cast healing cure wounds, and I'm just like, you fucking get the fuck back up right now.
I stole.
That's 12 points of healing.
Longshore, you calm down, you stop frothing at the mouth and you stop jerking yourself off. And about 5 minutes later, your eyes are open and you're still very discombobulated. You're gonna suffer a -3 to your attacks for the next 2 hours.
You are greeted by a sobbing Thorin.
I throw up and reach to eat more berries. Like, oh.
Can I roll a dexterity save to get the fuck out of the way of the vomit?
Yes, you can.
Can I roll a dexterity save to prevent that?
Yeah.
Well, Constitution save would probably be more reflective.
No, to vomit on him.
Oh wow! I
So,
see.
Longshore, as soon as you sit up, you're point blank to Thorin's face and you vomit projectile vomit.
Just French kiss him while vomiting.
And Thorin, please roll Constitution save.
Well, now I know who's not getting any more blessed weaponry.
You throw it right back at him. You start vomiting too.
Is it just like Team America at this
Oh
point?
my
We're just like flooding the entire fucking area.
But eventually, the both of you get it out of your system.
I'm gonna
Chain
like,
reaction ends.
I'm gonna walk over and use prestidigitation to clean up all the vomit.
Thank you so
You
much.
can do so.
That reminded me of the time that we were in the sewers and I prestidigitated all the shit off all of us, and all that was left was like this clear, viscous slime. Because it got rid of all the disgusting stuff, but it was still kind of there.
You're clean though.
Okay. Now that comedy of errors is finished, we should figure out where we go from here.
Okay, well, as I return back to camp, if I haven't already, I basically say, look, would anybody like a spare dagger? Because I found a couple on the way.
Can I actually? Yeah, just one.
I've got 2, maybe 3 spare.
Can I, Mr. DM? Can I try and judge how much armor I could forge from the raw metal here? And maybe one of those. Oh, you don't tell me about the jewels, so I just look at the daggers.
So you're trying to see how many, like how much armor you can make out of these daggers?
Yeah, cause it's a mix of raw materials and how much it's worth in gold.
What weapon are you trying? What armor piece are you trying to make?
Oh, the biggest I can.
Oh, let me consult my sheet.
Yeah, with like 3 daggers. I'm thinking like maybe like studded leather or even like because I wouldn't be able to make a full breastplate or even scale. Oh, scale's pretty thin. I might be able to forge some scale. It's up to you.
So with the 3 daggers, if you were to melt them down to reshape them, you could form a partial studded leather, assuming you have leather armor, and it would provide you with 11 AC plus your dex modifier to a maximum of 3 dex.
That's Caleb's favorite kind of armor.
You can take my leather armor. You probably use it better than I would.
Well, no, because I can magically forge. I don't even need a forge right now. I can just do this here. So, you said I could make studded leather?
I'll type it out for ease.
Okay. (11 AC plus dex max 3. I've only got a +1 dex, so it's basically just alright. That's fine.
Wait, really? That's all studded leather gives you?
No, it's not real studded leather. It's like shitty studded leather because it's just like a couple daggers. I look around. I say, do
if
any
you
of
use
you know
my
how to
leather
work?
armor, would it be better?
If I were to have the couple of daggers and then actual studded leather together, I might be able to make something better. But I've kind of pat my pockets and I'm like, fuck, I wish I didn't leave my gold pouch behind. Otherwise, I would have been able to make something actually decent for myself.
How much do you need?
It's kind of a mix of raw materials and how much it's worth. And it's not so much worth in the terms of like market. It's more so like the worth that my god.
Right, but so how much do you need?
Maybe like 50, like a decent chunk.
50 gold. Oh, god.
Yeah, it's like a decent amount if I want to make myself some proper armor. But that being said, I can just make this stand in, and then we can go to Archerton, and I can make us all some good shit again.
Well, does everyone want to chip in? Because I don't want to spend 50 of my 87 gold.
I sort of lift my hands, and I'm like, this is good enough for now. I can make do.
Okay. I think if we get into any major fights, we're already in trouble.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna sit down, and I'm gonna start using my artisan's blessing. And it takes an hour, so I'm just gonna warn everybody before I actually start. Be like, this takes an hour long.
Can you do multiple things at once?
No, this takes 100% of my concentration.
No, but I mean, like, can you create multiple things at once?
Yeah, decent amount. What would you like?
Can you make me some of those arrows, but end with the crescent blade instead of the arrowheads?
If you can supply the materials to make it, then yeah.
I can. I give you. You said you can make 10 pieces of ammunition at once?
Or armor. I could probably do like 2 or 3 and armor.
Alright, yeah, give you 3 arrows and a dagger.
Okay, cool. So I'll lay this all out in front of me and I'll start my ritual.
You begin your ritual crafting weapons of need. Does anyone else have anything to do during this hour of crafting?
Am I still crafting my longbow during this time? Or has that been done?
You would have finished.
Okay. Can I spend this time also searching the area for herbs and plants of use?
Yep, sure. Roll survival or nature, whichever one you please.
Ah, one sec. Okay. Well, it's the same modifier. If I'm
Holy
rolling.
herbalism, kid Batman.
Hold up. Actually, I don't have proficiency in survival, but I'll roll it. Okay.
Still pretty good.
I'm not going to complain with that. And I'm just like constantly rolling around, constantly high.
What particular properties would you be looking for in the plants that you're seeking?
Looking for something that I can use in like healing tinctures to like heal wounds and what have you.
Then in that case, you come across a small patch of grass pods. So they're like these very long strands of grass that have a little yellowish ball at the end of the tip. There's about 5 of them in a small batch there. And you've seen this before because they're quite common throughout Elsyx. And you know that these bubbles can be broken and the liquid inside smeared on wounds to heal them.
Oh, perfect. Wonderful, I collect all of them. What even is a D2?
Like a coin.
A coin.
Oh,
Roll
true.
D4
It's,
and divide by 2.
yeah, it's a bloody D3 that can't exist.
No, they do exist.
They just look fucking wonky as fuck.
They're really weird.
They're so confusing. I really want to have a D3 to myself, just so I can just like fiddle with it.
Okay, so we're agreed that we should go to Archerton, right? Try and sneak in, or at least see what the situation's like.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with that, but how is the other issue?
As quietly as possible, preferably.
I second this notion.
What the hell? Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how
just-
fucking weird are those things? They look super cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, should we bash our heads together and try and work up a plan then, rather than just trying to stroll on through?
I begin vigorously headbutting Kalias.
I begin vigorously masturbating. I mean, what? No.
Oh, we're all playing Soggy Sayo now.
I would like to use the help action.
I do
Sometimes you
not
just gotta
resist.
use 2 hands.
So does anyone... So... Sorry, was it you, Thorin? You came from Archerton, and you've got connections inside?
Sorry, I'll elaborate later. I'm a little bit distracted right now.
I'm just figuring, like,
Well,
would you know some secret ways into there?
Mr. DM, can I take like a 5-minute break in my ritual to like answer questions and shit, and then go back and complete the second half?
Roll Constitution save.
I would also know secret ways in and out, because I grew up there and constantly snuck
nice.
out into the woods to forage and hunt.
If it's between me like answering it, I'm just gonna block him out and just continue with my ritual.
Then you block them out and you continue with your ritual.
Yeah, because
Okay,
priorities. I'm sorry, but priorities. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good, it's all good. I'll listen to Longshore. Like, you know some secret paths in?
Yeah, I was raised in the orphanage, and like they didn't feed us enough, so I was constantly sneaking into the woods to find more food for me and the other children.
Okay. Do you know any secret ways in? Like, oh, what is this?
Did that just come up on everyone else's screen?
Yeah.
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 So, Mr. DM, would I know,
Yep. You would definitely know.
is it anything, like, worth actually describing, or is it just like,
Oh,
yeah, I do, let's go?
So, you having lived outside the walls most of the time, you know that some of the walls have sort of like hidden bush entrances that are made specifically for people in Elsyx to go through.
I, yeah,
And
repeat that.
only people who live in Archerton will know this.
That. I proclaim what Wes just said.
Sorry, I missed the first half of that. Like, what is the actual secret entrance?
There's like bushy bits that you can go through instead of walls.
Oh, okay.
It looks like there's a wall there, but there's like a hole covered by a bush.
Oh, let's penetrate the bush of Archerton then.
Giggity.
There are so many jokes that just popped into my head that I can't tell.
Okay, so we know a way to sneak through, but how do we get past the siege outside? That's the other question.
Well, the city is all with the trees, and we're no stranger to going through the treetops.
Yeah. Can we all reliably do that, though?
I raise my hand, not so much. Although, I might actually be pretty good at that, actually, being a bard, let's see.
I shush the party.
Acrobatics, not so much, no.
I shush my friends and give them like a dismissive gesture to walk a couple of feet away so I can focus.
I walk closer.
Okay, Tobias, we're gonna have like a training session. So can we like climb up?
I get my pittons and put them around the base of a tree, point up. This will add some incentive.
We're gonna have a montage. Montage.
Yeah, may as well get some practice in. What do I roll for training montage?
So climbing up a tree, you do athletics.
Athletics, okay. Not so good. Let's see.
Roll a Balboa save.
Balboa save.
And then an acrobatics. Alright, yeah, not bad. You sort of struggle trying to climb up the side of the tree, trying to find the footholds in the rugged bark, and eventually you reach a branch. And you sort of do this awkward thing where you hold onto the branch with both hands, and your leg swings out to the side, and you ease yourself on.
Okay, I'm on the branch, what now?
Alright, I shout up. Now you just run along the branches, leaping from tree to tree. Go do that.
Okay, I like very unsteadily get to my feet, like both hands on the tree trunk to hold me steady. Then like try and find the closest branch and I like hop to that and keep my balance and not plummet to the ground.
Okay, hold up. Before you do that, can I just like pass the peace pipe over to you and I'll whisper you some advice. Don't think. I know you like to overthink. Just feel.
Too many minds.
Alright.
Okay, so that's 1d4, right?
Yeah.
Guidance. Hey! Peace pipe magic.
You manage to keep your balance as you run along the length of the tree branch, and as the branch starts to sort of bend downwards as it creaks under your weight, you leap to the next one, and you manage to land on your feet in the next tree.
I like throw both hands up in the air and go, woohoo! I did it! Did you see that?
Mom, get the camera!
Everyone gets 100 XP.
Oh, nice.
We should do training montages more often. I attempt to climb down from the tree without falling.
Sure.
This is where it all falls apart.
Roll athletics. As you try to ease yourself off the branch onto the main trunk of the tree, you find that it's much more difficult to find footholds in this tree, and you slide down the whole thing. The bark sort of causes abrasions all along your thighs and your inner arms, and you take that amount of damage.
Ooh.
I like to imagine it sort of like you see one of those tightrope performers who like jumps on it and like does backflips and shit. He's like ta-da, and then just drops off.
So after like I slide down the tree, and I just don't move from my position at the base of the tree for a bit. Like I'm still holding on, and I'm just like, ow!
Like 2 feet above the ground, just.
I wince a little bit at that, but I'm gonna throw you a grass pod.
It's just blood all over the tree.
So I'm gonna call
Yeah,
crack it open, smear it all over. Every bit that hurts.
I like very tenderly like scoot back from the base of the tree, and like crush the pod and like rub it into my thighs.
Nice. How many pods did you give him?
Just one.
Alright, roll a 1d2. And that's how much you'll heal.
Okay, I do.
You heal for one.
One of my thighs is fine, but the other one's still really smart. Thanks.
Seeing that, I'll chuck you another one.
Yeah, I like snatch it out of the air. Thanks, and rub it in. So,
Alright, I'll just take this opportunity to say, because I just realized I didn't say it earlier. If you get inspiration and already have inspiration, you can burn 1 to get 100 XP for everyone in the party.
oh, okay.
Oh, sick. Well, I think.
Whoa.
Can I do that
That's where
retroactively?
That's where that 100 XP came from. I burnt mine.
Yeah, can that be done retroactively? Because you gave me
Starting from now.
the first session. Okay.
Because originally I wasn't going to, but then I realized
Okay, cool.
maybe.
I'll keep that in mind.
That's really front end heavy, isn't it? Like 100 XP is worth a lot to us now, but by the time we're like level 8, that's nothing.
It's basically no longer.
Okay.
Can we use inspiration to do that, or do we need to get inspiration while we
No,
have it?
you can.
You can do
Burn
it
it.
now.
Yeah.
It's you'll lose advantage when you might need it.
Hold on, but you gave me your inspiration when I was barreling
Oh yeah,
through.
Tobias doesn't have his inspiration anymore. Cause
I do now. I got one
Oh, okay.
for something. I can't remember. I think it was for the bear escape.
Wait, so who's inspired? We could get ourselves.
I'm gonna shut that down right there. That's a little better.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
Yeah.
a little. Yeah, that's a little.
I'll hang
better.
on to mine. I'll keep that in mind in the future, though. That'll be handy. Okie dokie.
It's a good idea, but
Yeah, actually, that's probably a good cap on it in that you have to gain inspiration while you have it to burn the 100.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So overflow inspiration.
Mhm.
becomes XP. Cool.
Okay, so thanks for the help training. That will help.
All good, all good. I'll ask my peace pipe back now.
Oh yeah, thanks.
I
Pass
really
back.
want to come over just in time, like just finish my.
See
come
me-
over just in time to see him skin his inside.
Okay.
I'll
Just to
also
be a
be right
dick,
back.
I'm gonna like basically run vertically up the same tree. He just sits in the branches, like dangling my feet off the side, like the little boy on the DreamWorks logo.
You should hang from your knees and flop and hang upside down.
Just rain arrows down on all of you. You'll fall out of my
If
quiver.
you can dodge an arrow, you can dodge a ball. Alrighty, do I as this montage is happening, do I finish my ritual?
Wes is gone.
Oh, rip. Well, mutiny. Who's the new DM?
I might just run and get a drink if
Alright, I'm back.
DM is gone.
Yeah, take a.
6.
You can take a quick break. It's fine.
do I finish my ritual just while we're fucking about?
Yeah. By the time everyone gets back, you'll have done that.
Cool. I put this new armor on, so it gives me 1 more AC, which takes me to 14, which is respectable for the level 2.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're reshaping stuff, you sort of melt it down and reharden it, right?
I like to think of it actually, because when I'm forging, yeah, that's how it works. But I like to think of the artisan's blessing, like the forge cleric thing, that I'm like literally shaping the metal and leather. Like
Gotcha.
Like I'm working clay with my bare hands, just because like thematic.
Then, in that case,
Just because it's cool in my
yeah,
head.
your studded leather armor is more like small pieces of plates just attached on.
Cool. I like that. So I basically just dressed up some casual clothing with a couple of metal plates.
Yep.
Cool.
So it's basically lamellar armor.
A little
Yeah,
bit.
that's fair.
Nice.
It only weighs 7 pounds, by the way.
Cool.
And my arrows.
Oh yeah. How many did you give me? 3?
Yep.
Mr. DM, would I have been able to do all 3, or maybe just like 1 or 2, or all 3?
Roll a 1d20. With proficiency bonus, but nothing else.
It's my proficiency too. Yeah. Alrighty. Fucking nailed it.
Yeah, you get all 3.
Nicely. There you go, Mr. Druid, sir. I mean,
Yay,
Druid,
yay.
fucking Ranger. There you go. Some wide-headed arrows that you can use to... They probably... I kind of like shrug as I give it to him, and I was like, they probably won't do very much damage, but
Well, that's not what they're for.
yeah, exactly. They're more utility-based, so you could like actually, instead of being like a Robin Hood style character and hitting an arrow like in a rope, you could actually use these arrows for that.
Yeah, like I was actually really inspired by. Have you ever played Thief?
No.
No, he has like he just has like a fuckload of different kinds of arrows that do all different things. Like he has water arrows that could like put out torches and shit if he needs to sneak past them with. I just want to have like 3 or 4 different quivers of like just cool arrows that do different shit.
I will say, I put my hand on his shoulder and I say, because they're so front heavy, unless you're used to shooting them, they probably won't fly very far.
Oh no, I think it's fine.
Okay, cool.
Also, sorry guys, I had to make a run very quickly. Did I miss anything important?
I use Kalias for target practice.
Oh, saddle. Fuck. Okay.
So I finished my armor, and Tobias had a little tree jumping lesson, and that's about it.
Okay.
I'm all right at the jumping part, not so much the climbing down part.
Very cool.
It's not the
That
fall
part
that kills you.
That's
It's all
right.
the abrasions you get on your thighs on the way down.
Yeah.
Just destroy your femoral artery.
Okay, cool. I don this new armor, and does it count as light armor?
For now, yes.
Cool. I put it on in like barely a minute.
Because it's just your common clothes.
Yeah, just with some
Yeah.
plates on top. Yeah,
That's fine.
cool. All right, I kind of roll my shoulders, and I'm like, this is better than nothing. All right, I'm ready to go.
I kill myself and leave a note blaming Kalias.
Kalias wears it with pride.
That was dark. That went well.
Alright, awesome. So, what's the plan?
Oh, we're gonna sneak into Archerton.
I zoned out for the last hour. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Alright, so we don't need to like run along the treetops the entire way to Archerton. Probably only when we're getting really close to the siege. So should we have like one of us go scout ahead
Yeah,
to
I'll
make sure
do
that we're not ambushed?
How far back is the campsite that we got ambushed at?
Like maybe 2 hours? If that. Maybe 1 hour.
Is it worth seeing if they left anything behind, or should we just continue?
I don't think they would have left anything behind.
Yeah, me neither. Just being hopeful.
Surely they couldn't have taken all the uniforms.
Well, there was a wagon.
Yeah,
Did they have horses? They're very likely they just left them out of eyesight.
Hmm.
we could investigate like from a distance.
I don't feel comfortable going up. I'm not exactly the lightest on my feet.
Well, that's what treetops are for.
Yeah, I bow very deeply and I say I'll leave that to you, Sir Ranger.
Oh, Wakacha! Oh, fuck.
Yikes.
You get advantage when leaping from treetops in Elsyx.
Can I
for you.
guidance him as well? I'm gonna guidance him up a little bit.
Ah, well.
And roll your guidance.
Roll that d4, boy.
11.
Alright, so
Yeah!
this
At
is
least
for
it's better than
stealthing.
10.
This is for stealthing to the camp, yeah?
Yeah.
Could you roll me a athletics and acrobatics. Because you're leaping from tree to tree, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright.
Nice. Holy
Nice.
shit.
At least those were rolled well.
So you sort of take off at a running start at a nearby tree, and in 2 to 3 hops on top of the tree, you reach a branch on your feet, and you just start jumping from tree to tree. You're a bit noisy as you break off a few branches here and there. So
You can just imagine the whole way I'm going, I'm cringing, just being like, what the fuck is wrong with me today?
And you're investigating a camp, correct?
Yeah.
Roll perception as well.
Perception!
2. Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
So as you sort of get up to within viewing distance of the camp, you notice that the wagon has gone. It's left a trail that's been very shoddily, like, disguised, if you will. The 3 prisoners are nowhere to be found, and you see a pyre with 3 bodies on it, burning.
So there's nothing left other than flame and...
As in, the 3 prisoners are alive, the 3 corpses of the guys that you killed.
Yeah, I know, but like there's like nothing left other than the
nothing,
burning bodies.
No. And you also see in the distance where the wagon rolled off to, really far away at the very edge of your view distance, you see that once again a large hole has been drilled into the forest, as if it's just been cleared for some reason.
Oh my god.
And it's just
Like
dirt.
an overgrowth.
Yeah, just like overgrowth. But it's like a very long tunnel, if you will.
Oh god.
What were they? The tank rolled through and flattened all the trees.
Well, there aren't any flat trees. All the trees are gone.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a hole.
Yeah, and there's no undergrowth or anything like that.
Oh wow.
I return to the party and relay this information with a quavering voice.
So they took all the armor off the bodies and stuff? That fucking sucks.
Yeah, and even if they hadn't, it'll be so burned that it won't be a disguise.
Oh, the bodies were like in common clothing and ceremonial-ish.
Yeah, there was no metal that I could work there.
No, probably.
That's a
Maybe
shame.
like bone ash.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know about you, but I can't really forge bone.
Not with that attitude.
But I guess the question is, why did they have to burrow through? Or were they hiding?
Or
Through that
how?
tunnel.
I have a
Or
feeling
how and why?
it
Can I
wasn't the
roll on a-
soldiers.
Can I roll an Arcana to try and recall any information I might have about something that could do this?
You can try it, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll do that as well.
Okay. Let me just check.
I'm no good at this business.
Okay, so for Thorin, in all your years of living in Elsyx, you've never seen any beast capable of clearing trees like this. And for Tobias, you know that such a thing is only possible with extremely strong magic.
Can I use my sage background feat thing, use researcher, and try and like at least get an indication of where I would go to try and figure out what the fuck happened?
Let me see. Oh, so if you don't know it, you can just find out where to find it.
Not always, but I can sometimes have a general idea of what it's like.
Okay.
If I don't know, I could probably go to like a light.
Then in this sense, you know that you will have no chance of finding out the cause of this unless you venture into Lutheria, where vast libraries will definitely have some piece of lore on this.
Okay. Well, I can extrapolate from that they are no average sorcerer.
Correct.
Alright. Okay, so there are some serious big dick people around, just flattening trees and carving paths through our forests.
So rude.
So Big Dick Bazoozo. There. Alrighty, so we going to Archerton?
That's the plan, I think.
Yeah.
Try and sneak in.
So we don't have anything else that we want to do either. That's it. We're gonna go.
Pretty much, yeah. Because I mean, because I used to always stuck out of the orphanage. I know ways in and out.
Ah, cool. Alright, I guess we pack up and head off.
Okay.
I would like to just make sure that we don't leave anything behind and give ourselves away.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll survival to cover our tracks as we go.
There you go.
Alright.
I guess I'm rolling to assist instead. May as well roll again for that. 20. It's a 19, but...
You guys do a very good job of cleaning up the entire scene, and one of you actually ventures back to where you guys found the body, and you just sort of cover it up. You also managed to cover up the heap of vomit on the floor.
Disguise it as animal dung or something.